Okay, really excited here I am. Yes, because I received a box in the mail today and I know what it is. It is a knife that Evan at ArtistBlade sent to me. Actually, he made it, custom made it for me. I'll annotate his channel name here. But I saw a video of him making a knife once. I said, hey, can you make me a knife? And he was like, sure I can. And I was like, okay. So he said it would take a while because he was really busy, and it finally came. And during the process he asked me what dimensions I liked and what type of blade design. I think there are a few surprises here. He apparently used Bubinga. It's like an African rosewood for the handles, and like a tool steel that I had requested. I think it's 52100, which is a high carbon steel blade, which I love because I like to get the patina on there. Without any more talking, let me get this open. By the way, I'm using my Kershaw, which you know, I love Kershaw. Don't know what all the drama is about Kershaw lately, but they're good knives. All knives are good. There's no knife made that's not that good. Honestly, guys, all this stuff about, oh, this knife company and that knife company is better, they're all knives. They got sharp edges on them. They're all metal. They got little edges on them, and you cut stuff with them. Okay? So, they're tools to me. They're just like any other tool.
I have favorite tools, and good lord, how did this thing open? But what I was saying is that, you know, some people, I don't know, it just seems like some people love to get into too much detail sometimes about things, and knives are especially one of those things. Knives and guns, people love to talk about a lot of detail. And, what? No letter? Let's see, I better be careful here. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, it's funny how we'll get into some argument about what's the best knife, or what's the best gun, or, it don't matter, you know? Buy what you like. If you like a certain knife brand, buy it. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't be worried too much about what other people think. I'm not really trying to cut this because I'm afraid I'm going to cut into a knife, so.
Here we go. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, look how wide, look how thick that blade is. I forgot I told him that I wanted a really thick blade. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I remember Evan asking me a lot of questions. He would ask me, you know, about the length of my grip, and he asked me about the thickness of the blade and the thickness of the grips and the type of steel. So he paid a lot of attention to detail, and that's just a beautiful knife. Okay, so this is Bubinga. It's an African rosewood, very dense wood, very beautiful. He just put a wax finish on it for me, and I think that's going to be fine. I like the natural finishes. I don't know much about this steel, but I do know it's a tool steel. It's the 52100. I'm not sure exactly if that's how it's designated. I wanted a high carbon count, so that's going to satisfy that. I wanted a way to put a lanyard on it. There's my little lanyard hole. So that's just a beautiful knife. Fits my hand perfectly. I thought I had small hands, but he said when I measured, you know, from my grip, he said it was larger than normal, which kind of surprised me. But that's perfect. And what I'm really impressed with, although I'm going to have to come up with some nerve to start batoning this thing, that's why I told him I wanted a thicker blade, so that if I wanted to baton with it, I could. But it's going to take me a while before I can beat on this thing. And I told him I wanted a bushcraft knife. Let's just put the more classic beside it. That'll give you some idea of the size difference. You can see the blade's longer. The blade's obviously a lot thicker. And you can see the handle is longer. I guess my hand is bigger in that direction. I think maybe just my fingers are short. I'm not sure if I'm going to force a patina on this blade or just allow it to, you know, he was telling me to make sure I oil it. I think I'll let it go and see what happens. By the way, the blade is 5 inches and the grip is 4.5, so you've got 9.5 inches overall. See if I can do this one-handed 1/4 inch. It's pretty nice. That's going to be a sturdy knife. Okay, so I'm expecting this to be super sharp, and it is. You just have to know how to cut the paper. So it's pretty sharp. Okay guys, just wanted to share that with you. I'm not sure if Evan is in the business 100%. You could give him a shout to see if you want a knife like this. It's very reasonable for this knife. I feel like I've gotten a very good deal, and I really appreciate it, Evan. The next couple of videos I'm going to start making a sheath for it. So that'll be fun. Thanks a lot, guys.